My media product, Silent Night, challenges and uses a variety of norms and conventions such as character choice, target audience setting, camera shots, and also overall layout. Firstly, although our main protagonist and victim choice was the typical blonde, blue-green-eyed girl, which would be known as the princess in props theory, we decided that our protagonist should break some conventions. Violet is quite a brave character compared to other horror princesses such as Donna in Prom Night and Casey in Scream. We did this to allow action codes to be more prominent throughout the opening so that the antagonist would be feared even more, giving a bigger impact on the audience. This was an important factor to making our opening not only effective on the audience but memorable. We also made use of children within our horror, and this was a typical convention of horror within films such as The Woman in Black and The Ring. We found that it was really effective on our psychological subgenre audience, so we kept this element. Secondly, regarding traditional teen horror films, they are usually set in high schools and houses as opposed to our setting choice of the church. We challenged this norm because not only did the data from our questionnaire show that it was what our audience wanted, but because it made the horror more dramatic and realistic because it is set in a place where nobody ever goes at night. Overall, this setting provides more sympathy for the victim from the audience, which pulls them in and makes them feel really part of the action. The top 10 horror shots made up a large element of our planning. We used shots such as the 360 isolation shot and canted angles to create the best possible effect on the audience's emotions. We decided to keep this because we wanted to make the horror theme very clear to our audience. We didn't want to confuse them. The layout of our psychological horror film was very similar to other horror films such as Insidious. We made use of opening pictures of inside the church to create the tone of the film, which we found was very effective with black and white colours. We also made use of typical horror sounds and we played them continuously all the way through to keep the same themes. Some shots were also very typical of the horror films, so we tried not to challenge them too much. We made use of sounds of running in the dark. We did long shots of our antagonist disappearing out of nowhere. We did establishing shots and also close-up shots of fear and of the church to create a really creepy tone to the entire film.